What's up YouTube, it's Shivansh here. Today's video is going to be all about how to pack for Canada. If you are planning to travel to Canada for the very first time as an international student or on a PR, then this video is specifically for you. Since you are traveling for the very first time, I want to make sure that you don't miss out on any important items that you will require in Canada, especially in your initial days when you're just trying to settle down. We will talk about things from different categories such as food, clothing, utensils, electronics, medicines, and most importantly, all the different documents that you should carry with yourself to Canada. I have tried to include every small little thing that I think will be very useful for you in Canada. This video is going to be jam-packed with information, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any updates from my channel. Now let's begin this video. First of all, let's talk about clothes. A lot of first-timers to Canada are confused about what sort of clothes to carry because everybody has heard that it gets extremely cold in Canada and it's important to bring the appropriate jackets, sweaters, shoes, etc. Let's start with the basics first. You can bring 5 to 6 t-shirts with you and make sure to bring at least one black t-shirt because you might need it for certain type of jobs. It does get very cold in Canada outside, but the indoors or the insides are very warm because of the central heating. And I usually prefer wearing t-shirts whenever I'm at home. For winters, you can also bring about 3 sweatshirts such as this one. These are pretty comfortable and they also keep you very warm. You can also bring a couple of semi-formal shirts if you like wearing them. Personally, when I was in India, I used to wear a lot of shirts. But since I moved to Canada, I just feel it's more comfortable to wear t-shirts or sweatshirts because you also have to wear sweaters or jackets on top. But that's just a personal preference, and if you like wearing shirts, then you can definitely bring more of them. Next, you can bring 3 pairs of jeans and 3 pants as well. Make sure to include at least 1 pair of black colored pants because again, you might need them for certain type of jobs. Next, you should also bring a couple of joggers or jogger pants. I found them to be very comfortable when I used to go to the college to study or even now when I'm working from home. You can also bring some sweaters and lightweight jackets and try not to bring too many bulky jackets or sweaters because the best way to save yourself from the Canadian winters is to actually dress up in layers. So if you wear a warmer, a sweatshirt and a jacket, you should be good to take on the snow. Next on the list is innerwears or undergarments. Make sure to bring about 12 to 14 pairs of each of these so that these can last you for about 2 weeks and you don't have to do your laundry very often. You should also buy at least 2 to 3 warmers or inners if you're used to wearing them. Personally, I don't like wearing them, so I never bought them, but these will definitely be useful in keeping you warm during the winters. Next item on the list is a winter jacket. I would definitely recommend you to buy a winter jacket from Canada. If you already have a solid winter jacket in India, then you can definitely bring that one, but otherwise it is always recommended that you buy your winter jacket from Canada because you will need special winter jackets to protect you from the extreme cold weathers of -30, -40 degrees. And a pro tip for you is to always invest in a good winter jacket because these can last you for 3 to 4 years or even more than that. And very soon I'll also be making a video about how to do winter shopping in Canada. So how to buy your winter jacket, your snowshoes, etc. So stay tuned for that video as it's going to be very important for you and it will help you buy the best winter jackets and also help you save on a lot of money at the same time. So make sure to watch that video when it comes out next. You should also bring 1 scarf and at least 2 caps to begin with, and if you need more then you can easily buy them from Canada. You should also buy 6 to 7 pairs of socks and make sure to also get at least a couple of woolen socks for the winters. Make sure to also bring 2 to 3 pairs of casual shoes and at least 1 pair of formal shoes. Please make sure that the shoes that you bring are sporty and have a good grip so that you don't skid and fall when you have to walk on the ice and snow during the winters. The next one is very important. Make sure to bring at least 1 pair of formal clothing. This can be a formal dress or a formal suit. You will definitely need these when you're applying for your job interviews and also for any formal events at your school or college. Let's say there is a Christmas party, a New Year's party, or a Diwali party, or any such formal event. The next item that you can bring to Canada is your ethnic or your traditional dress. Now these are used very rarely, only if there are some festival celebrations like Diwali or something, or maybe you have to attend a wedding or something, but mostly you won't get a chance to wear them. But it's always good to have at least one traditional dress just in case you need to wear it. You should also bring a couple of towel sets so that you always have a fresh towel at any given time. And the last item on the clothing list is beddings and comforters. I would recommend that you bring 3 sets of bed sheets with you. Pillows you can buy from Canada. You don't have to bring them all the way from India. You can easily buy good pillows from a Walmart or some websites such as Wayfarer or Sleep County. And you can also bring one comforter or a blanket or a quilt from India with you, but make sure not to get a bulky blanket or a bulky quilt because these will not really be needed in Canada because the climate indoors is actually pretty warm because of the central heating everywhere. You can also get your quilt or blanket vacuum packed or vacuum sealed from India, which will compress it and reduce its size so that it doesn't take too much space in your bag. Let us talk about the most exciting topic, and that is electronics. First of all, let me just say this in the beginning. Do not buy your phone or laptop from India. Buy it from Canada once you actually get here, unless you have recently purchased a laptop or a smartphone in your home country. There's no need to be confused about this. If you already have the latest phone or the latest laptop, then it's fine. But otherwise, you should definitely buy it from Canada, primarily for these 2 reasons. Number 1, you get amazing deals on electronics in Canada, especially during the Black Friday sales or during the Boxing Day sales. So if you buy your laptop or your smartphone from Canada, you will definitely get great discounts and you'll save on a lot of money. Reason number 2 is that if you buy these things from Canada, you will also get access to the warranty coverage. So if at all something breaks, then it will at least be covered under the warranty and you won't have to spend a fortune on getting it replaced or fixed. Next, you can also bring a power cord or an extension cord. This one is optional, but it can also come in pretty handy. You can also bring a portable power bank with you, but an extremely important tip is that make sure your power bank or any batteries that you're carrying should all be included in your handbag and not in your check-in bag. Now this is very important because if you put your power bank or your batteries in your check-in bag, then they might not allow you to board your plane. This rule is for security purposes and you should take it very seriously. You should also bring a couple of universal power adapter converters with you. Now these things are very cheap in India, but they are super expensive in Canada. So try to bring at least a couple of these adapters and you should be good. Next, you should also bring a pair of headphones or earphones, a mouse and a keyboard for your laptop. You can also bring a hairdryer or a hair straightener to Canada if you use one. And lastly, for boys, you can also bring your shaving kit or your trimmer if you already have one. Otherwise, you can also buy it from Canada. These things are not too expensive. The next category is the most important category in my opinion. So let's talk about what all documents you need to carry with yourself when moving to Canada. Number 1, you should bring all your previous educational documents from grade 10, grade 12, your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, or whatever qualification you have. Number 2, bring your IELTS result to Canada. Next, you should also bring your college or university acceptance letter if you are a student, your visa approval letter, your passport, your birth certificate translated to English. This one is very important. Your driving license from India if you have one, and a letter or an affidavit from your regional transport office. You can show this letter in Canada and then you can give your driving test without waiting, as your experience from India will also be counted. Now the last one is extremely important. Make sure to get a travel insurance for at least 90 days when you are about to travel to Canada. Now this is very important because if at all there is a medical emergency or you require medical assistance, then at least you won't have to worry about paying your medical expenses, as you will be covered under your insurance. So make sure to always get a travel insurance whenever you're traveling anywhere abroad. My tip for you would be to put all your important documents in a zipped folder like this one and put it in your backpack so that you have an easy access to all your documents whenever you need them. Now let's talk about some toiletries that you should bring to Canada. You can bring 2 soaps, 1 bottle of shampoo, a pack of toothbrushes and a couple of toothpastes. It depends on your preference, but I still get the Himalaya toothpaste from India whenever I get a chance. Next, you can also bring a couple of deodorants or perfumes based on your preference. Also make sure to include 1 nail cutter and a combing brush if you use one. Now all these toiletries are the basic essentials that you will definitely need in your first few days in Canada. You can obviously buy these things from Canada once you reach here, but it is always advisable that you have at least a couple of these items because in your initial days you might have to do a lot of house hunting or change your place of accommodation. So in the middle of all this, it is not really convenient to actually go and do some shopping and buy all these basic essential items. So if you can get some items from India or your home country that will last you for a couple of weeks, then that will make your life a lot easier. Now let's talk about all the utensils that you will require in Canada. Since you will be cooking your own food in Canada and that too maybe for the first time ever, it is important that you bring all the essential items with you. So in Canada, most places have induction stovetops, so make sure whatever utensils you're bringing with yourself to Canada are all induction safe. You can bring 1 non-stick pan, 1 kadhai, 1 small pot if you like to make tea, and also a small pressure cooker. The cooker is also essential because it will make your life very easy. If you want to cook lentils or beans or even chicken, using a cooker will reduce your cooking times drastically. So a pressure cooker is definitely a must, especially if you're cooking for the very first time. You can definitely buy these utensils from Canada as well, but these are very expensive as compared to back home. And also when you're just starting out your new life in a new country, it just becomes easier and more convenient if you have all the tools that are required to at least cook your own meals accordingly. You should also try to get a small size for each of these utensils because otherwise they will consume a lot of space in your bag as well as your house once you reach Canada. Next, you should also bring at least 2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 spoons, 2 knives, 2 forks, a couple of glasses and a couple of cups. This will cover you for the entire year and you won't have to buy a single utensil once you land in Canada. And if you still want to buy something, then you can visit Dollarama or any other dollar store and you can easily get any such items for $2 or $3 each. Now let's talk about food. To be honest, you don't really need to bring any food items to Canada because there are plenty of Indian stores in Canada where you can get pretty much any item that you'll get at a grocery store back in India, so you don't have to worry too much about it. However, when you're just starting out your life in Canada, it will be very helpful and convenient for you if you bring small quantities of the following items to Canada, especially for your first couple of weeks. So you can bring small packets of spices such as garam masala, chicken masala, chana masala, etc. But don't bring too many, just bring 2 or 3 of these and rest you can buy from Canada as and when needed. You can also make small packets of 50 grams of salt, pepper, haldi, red chili powder, etc. And these should last you for some time until you settle down. Oh, and a pro tip for you is that you should also bring a couple of big packets of Maggi because you might need them in your first couple of days in Canada. Okay, so the last category is also one of the most important ones, and it's surprising that most people don't talk about this much. So when you move to Canada, make sure to bring some essential medicines with you. You should make a small bag that contains all the basic first aid medicines such as medicines for cough, cold, fever, stomachache, headache, other painkillers, medicines for nausea, etc. But make sure that you also get a prescription from a physician or your family doctor. This prescription is extremely important so that you don't face any issues at the airport if at all you get asked about these medications when entering the Canadian border. So this was the entire packing list, guys. I tried to include all the different little things that I could think of, and if you guys think that I missed out on something, then please write it down in the comments below as this will help other people as well. And just like always, if you have any questions, then feel free to comment below, and you can also reach out to me on Instagram and I'll be happy to chat with you. I hope this video was useful for you guys. Make sure to show some love and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to watch more such videos about Canada. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.